Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 1 of our Toronto Mounties franchise, and we are taking on the New England Patriots to start off the regular season. We're actually going to be at home in Scotiabank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the rapper Drake's hometown. And this is going to be our second Toronto franchise for Madden 22. I did the Mounties back in Madden 21. I really liked that franchise, and I wanted it to expand even further. So we have replaced the New York Jets with the Toronto Mounties because using the New York Jets is easier for me to use, actually. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, so Canada now has an NFL team. They're the Toronto Mounties. We're still on the Huskies. So, without further ado, we'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, for the New England Patriots, they're going to be wearing their 2017's away uniforms. So, it was the uniforms before the ones that they have now, which is kind of like their color rush uniforms from when Tom Brady played with the team. And the Toronto Mounties will be wearing their navy jerseys with red pants, navy socks, and black with navy shoes. So without further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Toronto Mounties taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
Alright, it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the rapper Drake's hometown. So we're ready to kick this one off. And the New England Patriots are ready to return this kickoff. They get stopped there at the 32-yard line. So this is going to be a first down and 10. They get to see Mac Jones step onto the field for the first time in this episode. And this is going to be a first and 10 from the 32-yard line. Mac Jones back to pass. Gonna fire this one out. That's to Keneal Harry. I think he's from Toronto. I know he's Canadian, but I'm pretty sure he is from Toronto. Actually, it was Nelson Aguilar, the former Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver there that time, who claimed that reception. And this is going to be a first and 10. They're going to hand this off to Damian Harris. He gets stopped there at the 33. So this is going to be a second and 8 now here for the New England Patriots. So they are going to hand this one off, and he gets stopped at the 30. So this is going to be a third down and 4. We're going to blitz here on the defense at the 30-yard line. So it looks like Mac Jones, he steps this back to pass, throws this to Damian Harris. That is going to be a first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. And the clock's winding down pretty fast here in Toronto. Ooh, as it's now at the 20. The Patriots throw this pass. That's incomplete. And we're going to blitz here on the defense so we can stop this New England Patriots team from getting a touchdown. And they throw this pass. It's incomplete whatsoever. This is going to result in a third and 10 from the 20-yard line. So they're going to step back to pass. And they throw this one out. So that's going to be at the 5-yard line. So this is going to be a first and goal. And we're actually going to play some defense here at the 5-yard line. So they're going to get a touchdown on this one, and we don't want that to occur for our Toronto Mounties defense. So we got to prevent New England from getting a touchdown. So this is going to be second and goal. They're going to hand this one off to Damian Harris. Gets this one into the end zone for a touchdown. And that will be the first rushing TD of the game. So the Patriots lead this 7-0. All right, so now it is kickoff time. Patriots lead this one 7-zip here at Scotiabank Field in Toronto. So we're ready to return this kickoff. We're going to break some tackles along the line. He's going to return this one all the way. This will be the first touchdown in Toronto Mounties franchise history. That is going to be a 107-yard kickoff return. And he takes this one all the way to the end zone. He is the rookie, from what I know. I forget his first name. Oh, Antoine Williams scores the first touchdown of the Toronto Mounties in Toronto Mounties franchise history. The game is tied 7-7, so we're actually going to take a break here. All right, 4th and 8. Antoine Williams is ready to return the punt now here for the Toronto Mounties. And he returned that kickoff for 107 yards, so that's something impressive to see. I mean, he's a rookie from the University of Pittsburgh, and he scores his first career touchdown with a kickoff return. So that's really impressive. That is such a rarity among players to do so. Patrick Mahomes handing this off to the rookie Cameron Bryant from Slippery Rock University, breaking tackles along the lines, gets it stopped at the 22 for a gain of 48 yards on that play. So he was a practice squad player at first. He was drafted and then moved to the practice squad, and now he is starting for the Toronto Mounties. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 at the 12. Number 24 of the Toronto Mounties will hopefully get his first career touchdown on this drive. So he's going to run it in, jumps on into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's going to be Cameron Bryant's first career rushing TD. And it's going to be 14-7. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 31-yard line here in Toronto. Damian Harris, who you guys saw run that touchdown for only 5 yards out. And Vera Tucker has a dislocated shoulder. He will not be able to return in this episode. So this is going to be a 2nd and 9 now here for the New England Patriots. So New England's going to throw this one. And Mac Jones, he's 4 for 9, 75 yards. Nelson Aguilar, 2 receptions and 50 yards. So he averaged 25 in this episode. So first quarter is about to end here in Toronto. Damian Harris gets stopped at the 46. All right, 2nd and 5 from the 46-yard line. I'm only going to do 6 minutes per quarter in this episode only. So like week 2 and onward, I'm going to do just 4-minute quarters like I usually do for my London Bulldogs and my Toronto Huskies franchises. So 3rd and 2, question is, will Damian Harris get that first down? They're going to say no. 4th and inches, by the way. And Antoine Williams is ready to return the punt now here for the Toronto Mounties. So New England's going to punt this away. It goes at the 12-yard line. So we're going to use some Patrick Mahomes. He's going to play the 2nd quarter, and then Ben Roethlisberger will play the 3rd, and then Joe Flacco will probably play the 4th quarter. So Rob Gronkowski, the former New England Patriots tight end, claims his first reception of the season for only about 8 yards on that play. So we're going to use the I form on 2nd and 2. Mahomes, he's going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. So Cameron Bryant, he is still on his feet whatsoever. He does get stopped there at the 48-yard line. So he's also a talented running back, rookie running back, as a matter of fact. And I feel like he might be a little bit more talented than Justin White, who is on our San Diego Red Dragons franchise. He runs for about a couple hundred yards per game, and Cameron Bryant scores his second touchdown of the game, so it's a 52-yard touchdown, and it's going to be 21-0 Toronto Mounties. However, they fumble on that hit stick kickoff, so CJ Mosley makes that fumble recovery, and this is going to result in a 1st and 10. So we're going to use a strong formation using the PA slide pass play. New England does get its first turnover of the game, so Pat Mahomes steps back. There is a flag, and it is going to be on the New England Patriots defense, and that's going to be a pass interference, so that's going to be an automatic 1st down on Joarni Tavai. So that's going to be an automatic 1st down from the spot of the foul. And we're actually going to use a quick slants route here on 1st and 10 from the 15. And Mahomes, he is going to throw this one out to Juju Smith-Schuster, the former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver, claims his first receiving touchdown in a Toronto Mounties uniform. So we picked him up from free agency over the offseason, and he scores his first touchdown with the Super Team Mounties. And you know how much I love doing my relocation franchises as super teams. So we're going to lead this one at 29-7, because we're actually going to do we're actually going to run the ball here for a 2-point conversion. Question is, do we get this in? Yes, we do. It's 29-7, and we're actually going to take a break here. All right, so 2nd and 3 now from the 25, 57 seconds to go. And it looks like Mac Jones, he's going to throw this pass out to Damian Harris. He gets stopped at the 15. There's going to be a timeout there. And it's still 29-7. So New England had at least 2 injuries during the break. So it was on offensive lineman Isaiah Wynn. So they're going to throw this one. And Laurent Tourvende Tardif, who is from Montreal, Quebec, and he's the fun fact, actually, he's the only active NFL player with a doctorate degree, which I never knew about that up until probably not too long ago. So Joe Hayden, the former Cleveland Browns secondary, makes that sack on Mac Jones. 3rd and 16 now. Clock's winding down pretty fast here in Scotiabank Stadium. So the clock's winding down pretty fast. 4th and 8. And this concludes the first half. 29-7 is the score here in Toronto. Mounties lead it by 22. All right, it is kickoff time now. It's 29-7 here in Scotiabank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Antoine Williams, he gets stopped there at the 31. So we get to see some Ben Roethlisberger play in this 3rd quarter now here for the Mounties rather. And this is going to be our 1st down and 10. So Roethlisberger's going to throw this one out to Corey Davis. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10 at the 27 for a pass of 43 yards, which isn't all that bad. So New England's only allowed 66 today, and we're actually going to switch it up a notch. So we're actually going to put in some Tim Tebow, which luckily I got him from free agency, and he was so hard to find. I mean, he got released by the Jaguars during the preseason. I didn't expect that to occur. I mean, it was his one shot at coming back in the NFL as a tight end. So he actually started out as quarterback, got drafted by the Denver Broncos back in 2010, and he didn't spend a whole lot in the NFL as an active quarterback. So he signed with the Philadelphia Eagles and New England Patriots, but then he was cut along the way, and he was a college football star for the Florida Gators, and Juju Smith-Schuster claims that touchdown reception, This will be his second receiving touchdown on the day, so it's going to be 36-7 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. There is a fumble recovery on the kickoff, and Toronto, they do a front flip. They get that into the end zone for a touchdown. So New England lost the ball, so I believe this is New England's either second or third turnover of the game. So that was a pretty good play there that time, and it's now going to be 43-7. We're still on our break, but I just wanted to film that part for you guys to show you something really cool about this game so far. And the Toronto Mounties recover a fumble. Carl Lawson, the former Cincinnati Bengals defensive lineman, makes that fumble recovery. So we only got 2:05 to go in the third quarter now. 1st and 10 from the 16. Roethlisberger throwing this one out to Juju Smith-Schuster. He is still on his feet whatsoever. And he goes out down around the 30-yard line. 3 for 5, 124 yards, and a touchdown. So that's going to be a 1st and 10. So we're actually going to use the shotgun formation here. And we're actually going to change it up a little bit. So we're going to actually put in some Alshon Jeffrey as our receiver. So we're going to use a PAY cross pass play off 1st and 10 at the 30. So we switched it up. I'm going to throw this one out to Rob Gronkowski, and he jumps on into the end zone for a touchdown. And we have 5 passing touchdowns in this episode. And it's now going to be 50-7 Toronto. All right, 3rd and 18 from the 46. This is the beginning of the 4th quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And the Patriots do not make that first down. Rashard Higgins claimed that reception. He has 2 receptions and 19 yards on the day already. And 4th and 14 from the middle of the field. It's at the 33-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So we're actually going to run it with Cameron Bryant. So he has 2 touchdowns today, rushing-wise. So he's going to run the ball. And he uses it. Breaking the tackle, gets stopped at the 43. 6 carries, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. And New England has only allowed 352 total offensive yards. So their defense allowed a lot of those yards. So they're nearly at 400 allowed wise. So they're not really all that good of a team, this Patriots team. I mean, ever since Tom Brady left, they haven't done all that well. So Belichick is still the coach. I don't like him for various reasons, which I'm not going to explain right now. But as you guys may or may not know, I hate the New England Patriots. I'd have to say either them or the Dallas Cowboys would have to be my least favorite team. So Cameron Bryant scores his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and it's now going to be 57-7. All right, 4th and 9. Antoine Williams is ready to return the punt now here for the Toronto Mounties. So Williams, he's going to return this one. And he went backwards for a little bit, but then he got some yardage, and he stopped at the 32. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're actually going to use the single back formation here for the offense. And I'm going to put in some Joe Flacco for today's episode. PA slide. He's only going to play the 4th quarter. And I'm thinking Mahomes will start week 2 against the Cleveland Browns. So Joe Flacco 0 for 1 there. That pass was not really what I expected it to be. So we're going to actually just go to the strong formation here. I guess this could be a good passing play. 2nd and 10 now. Joe Flacco. Actually, Roethlisberger is playing for this 4th quarter. A little bit of both with Flacco and Roethlisberger. So that was a 68-yard touchdown. and the Mounties lead this one 64-7. Recover a fumble, and Tyrann Mathieu makes that fumble recovery, so Rashard Higgins lost the football, and it turns out that the Mounties defense recovered it. So this turns out that the Mounties now have possession of the football, and New England now has 4 turnovers on the day. So they haven't really been doing all that well today. And Gronkowski claims that reception, and they're at the 25. So we're going to use the run play on this drive. So we're actually going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant, and he gets stopped at the 20. So Cameron Bryant gets stopped at the number at the 24-yard line, which is also his jersey number. And I chose Cameron Bryant to wear number 24 because his last name is Bryant, so is Kobe Bryant. So it would be kind of pretty cool to add like former NBA players, retired players' last names and the same number, but for football. So Gronkowski claims that reception, his second touchdown on the day. We're actually going to run the ball for a 2-point conversion. So it's now going to be 72-7 if we get this one in, and we do. So Matthew Judon appears to be down and injured for the Patriots. So 2-point conversion is good. We'll see you guys at statistics. So we'll see you guys at the end of the game. All right, Ben Roethlisberger, 153.3 pass rating, 5 for 7, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Joe Flacco, 1 passing touchdown, 127.5 passer rating. Patrick Mahomes, 154.2 passer rating, 2 for 2, and had 1 touchdown on the day. Cameron Bryant, 225 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Receiving wise, this is something interesting along the lines. Juju Smith-Schuster, 5 receptions, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Rob Gronkowski, 2 touchdown receptions on the day. Defensively, though, Chris Jones, Joe Hayden, Bryce Hall all claimed 1 sack each. David Ford claimed an interception whatsoever. And there was Tyrann Mathieu, Carl Lawson, and Mosley that recovered that fumble. So I think there was a touchdown. It was recovered by C.J. Mosley. Rashad Jones, excuse me. And we got a kick return touchdown made by Antoine Williams, 107 yards. And that wraps it up. There was also a punt return, no punt return for touchdown. So that wraps it up. We'll see you guys next episode.